Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to ExecConnect. I'm your host. My name is Kasaya J. I want to thank you guys so much for joining our live broadcast this evening. It is February 4th, and we have lots to talk about tonight. If you're joining from hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, please be sure to let us know where you're tuning in from. Leave your questions and comments in the sidebar. We've got some very special guests on tonight's call lined up for you. So, to not waste any time, let me introduce to you our featured host for the evening, a man who's been in the industry from the time he was 10 years old. He's been instrumental in opening all of our international markets, and he's really involved with the big picture planning, the strategic vision to take Jeunesse to the billion-dollar market. He's fully committed to making this company a legacy in the network marketing industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Scott Lewis, our Chief Visionary Officer. Good evening, Scott. How are you?
Doing great. How you doing tonight, Kasaya?
Wonderful. I'm really excited to hear about all of the updates, and I also see a very, very new Jeunesse family member on the call tonight, so I can't wait for you to introduce our guests.
Let's not spoil the surprise. We've got all kinds of exciting announcements for all of you. Good evening from Orlando, Florida, and to all of you, to all the Jeunesse family around the world hanging out with us tonight on the February edition of our ExecConnect. What an exciting month we've had. What an exciting time for the company. You know, just to see this whole culture, this culture of Generation Young really come together and to feel the energy in this building on a daily basis. It's difficult to put into words, but what I can tell you is that the energy, the excitement is off the charts. The amount of people coming through this office, the amount of people coming to our bi-monthly Discover Jeunesse events. We had a full house last week, over 300 people coming to check out Jeunesse, and you're going to get to hear more about that. I've got a couple guests with me before we get too much into the hangout, so I'd like to welcome our President of the Americas, Darren Jensen, to the hangout. How you doing, Darren?
Good. How are you doing, Scott? Thanks for the invitation to be on tonight.
And it looks like everyone's very comfortable at home. I'm the only one still stuck here at the office, but thanks for joining the hangout, Darren. And we also have a very special guest in the right corner there. So I'd like to just a brief introduction. I want all of you to know that we've been very much focused on continuing to strengthen the Jeunesse corporate team with all the growth around the world, with all the success we had last year and coming into this 6th year of business where we're just seeing this wave of momentum taking place around the world. We feel it's imperative that we continue to strengthen the team. And I began a search really probably about 6 months ago and wanted to really raise the bar. That's what we always try to do as a company. And met with some executive search firms. We're really trying to find a chief marketing officer for the company that had a tremendous amount of experience, that shared our vision for what we believe this brand is becoming, and somebody that understands that we have to put our distributors first and put the highest quality, world-class marketing tools and technologies in our distributors' hands. So I met with about 12 different executives, couldn't find just the right fit. You know, I kind of took a step back and I started to really look at all the companies out there and what are some of the companies that I really respect in the industry. I always say I'm a student of the industry. That's kind of what I do in my free time, is just really study the competition, market trends, industry trends. And you know, there was a specific company that I really respected what they had done from a brand presence standpoint and from a marketing strategy standpoint. So, you know, it began some discussions, and you know, so excited to bring a new executive to the Jeunesse family, somebody that's got, I believe, about 15, maybe 16 years experience in the industry, cut his teeth with a top 10 network marketing company, multi-billion-dollar brand, and has just done some amazing things for some world-class companies. So I'd like to give an official welcome to the Jeunesse family, to our new Chief Marketing Officer, and hear a little bit more about what he has in store for all of you. So welcome to the Hangout, Mark Patterson.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot, Scott. That was very nice of you. And hey, it's great to hang out with the Jeunesse team tonight. I'm happy to be I'm so excited to be on this Google Hangout and to be a part of the team. I have been myself doing a lot of research, and maybe like a lot of you, you know, I had to try and figure out where I wanted to be and who I wanted to align myself with. And just a little bit of background, I'm a family guy. I've got 3 kids. I've got two girls and a little boy, and I really just am crazy about them, and that's a big part of my life. But I found myself years ago, and Scott, you're right, it was like 15, I think it's been like 15 years. I hate to say those numbers. Let's keep it at 10. Tell everybody 10. I don't want to age myself. But, quite a long time ago, I was working at an agency, and really it was because of my family that I decided to take a look at working in network marketing and working on the corporate side, working on the branding. And that's how I ended up kind of coming into this industry, and I fell in love, just like so many of you have fallen in love with the industry and have had tremendous success. But Scott asked me to just share a little bit of insight about how I chose Jeunesse, and I think it's a good story to share because as you talk to people and as you share, they're going to have a lot of the same questions that I had. And one of the things I wanted to know is I wanted to land somewhere where I could be successful myself. I mean, I want to make a big difference for the people in the field, and that's my job, is to work for you in the field and make you look great. But I wanted to help a company grow. But I also wanted to go somewhere where I knew I could be successful. So a few key things that I looked at were leadership. I always look to see who's at the top, who are the people that are really running the show. And when I came in, and Scott had me fly in, and then I got to meet Wendy and Randy, and we had lunch. I went away just feeling like, these are good people. So I think beyond anything else, I think you got to start there. And when you find great people, then you say, all right, well, what about the products? Do they have a product lineup that's great? And as I started to look online, I mean, it didn't take long to start to see. I found a video where there was 5 million hits, and it was that video of someone using Instantly Ageless, and I just was blown away. I thought, there's maybe the most powerful, demonstratable product I've ever seen. There's not a woman in my life that's not begging me for a box of that stuff right now. I get text message after text message, so that's pretty cool. But then I looked at the science, and it's solid science. Started to look at the field leaders, who's involved, and I was really impressed with the people that are involved. And then to understand that internationally we're so diverse. The list goes on and on. And so it didn't take long for me to be able to say, hey, this is the place I know that that I can grow and be successful. It's the place I can feel like is home. And I love how we say it's the Jeunesse family. This is a family, and you're a part of it. And I have already felt the small meetings that I've already been to. People are very welcoming, and I appreciate that. And it's going to be great getting to know all of you. But you can look forward to a couple of things with me here. I am a stickler for having just a crazy awesome brand. And when I say that, I mean top to bottom. I want your experience with Jeunesse to be awesome online. I want your J-Mobile experience to be perfect. I want your customer service experience to be perfect. When you receive products, even the box that you receive your product in, I try to look at every tiny little thing to be sure that your full Jeunesse experience is one that you feel proud of, you're excited to be a part of the business, and that makes it easier for you to talk to people and bring people in. So anyway, I'm happy to be on the team, and thank you, Scott, and Darren. I'm excited to be a part of it.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Mark. We're so excited to have you with the Jeunesse family. And what I didn't mention is this guy and his marketing team won over 150 awards for their marketing and branding efforts last year alone. So we're so excited to have you, Mark. Thanks for being on the Hangout.
Thanks a lot. Let's hang out again sometime.
All right. Have a good night. So we've got all kinds of ground to cover tonight for all of you. Wanted to, while we had discussed some of the new corporate management and how we're strengthening the Jeunesse corporate team, wanted to make sure we introduce some of our new general managers around the world, and we continue to really build an all-star team around the world. So we have hired a new general manager for the Jeunesse Chile market, Sergio Carrasco. He was just in the office week before last getting trained with his Latin American counterpart in our Mexico market, Jose Angel Garcia. Both of these guys, again, come from multi-billion-dollar companies. So, you know, we're really trying to bring the best to the table with the Jeunesse team. Also, we've got a new general manager in Israel. Comes from a great company, great background, Lital Shalev, working out of our Tel Aviv office. So happy to welcome her. New general manager for Jeunesse Japan. It's been a long time coming as we build up for the official grand launch for Jeunesse Japan, April 24th and 25th. Kunio Miyagi is a young guy, but already has over 20 years experience in the industry. Also has been with some billion-dollar brands. Almost all of our team members have worked with some billion-dollar brands. And also our general manager for Jeunesse Russia, where we have the first Jeunesse University happening in Moscow this weekend, Vlad Hadji, also from a billion-dollar company. And so excited to have these new GMs with the Jeunesse family. You know, we got off to a great start this year, even greater than I maybe expected. January, you know, December and January for most companies, you know, you've got the holidays, everybody's sharing time with their families, some people are vacationing, but the reality is, all of you know, we had a record month in December. When a lot of network marketing companies have a downturn in their business, we had a significant upturn and a huge, huge month of December to close the year. So I felt that we were going to get the year started off correctly, but I had no idea that we were going to do another $50+ million month. When I looked at January this year compared to January of last year, we're up 140%. We are starting this year, 2015, with the first month of sales up 140% from last year when we finished the year at 419 million. So you extrapolate that out, you look at the math, and you look at the growth trajectory that we're on, and it's absolutely spectacular. We've got an awesome year ahead. I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for what you guys are doing. What an awesome month to start the year. Looking at January 2014 to January 2015, the top markets, and looking at sales percentage growth, we always like to look, you know, where are the markets that were really growing to start the year this year compared to last year. We've got Thailand with almost 20% growth, January compared to January. Indonesia is up 33%. Hong Kong's up 141%. Australia's up 180%. Our European market's up almost 197% for the European market. Philippines is up 216%. Malaysia is on fire. I believe between Malaysia and Singapore, our GM Paul Lim's two markets, we did about $10 million last month alone. Malaysia's on fire, and you'll get to see that in a lot of the rank recognitions that we'll go through this evening. And I guess it looks like North America's arrived, Darren. USA up 604%, January 15 compared to 14. And our Canada market, the fastest growing market from last year, is up 685%. Absolutely crazy numbers. And again, the company at large, our global sales revenue up 140%. Looking at December compared to January, a difficult comparison coming off of a $61 million month. But we've got our UAE market and the Dubai market up 17%. And stay tuned for some more details as we prepare for our pre-launch event in Dubai coming this May. So stay tuned for that. Eurasia, our CIS countries up 18%. Vietnam up 18%. Europe up 19%. Canada, you know, even after that huge month of December, record month for the U.S. and Canada, both North American markets. Canada's up 31%, and U.S. market is up 52% from December to January. And then our Africa market, a big chunk of that 71% growth coming from the South Africa market, where we've got some awesome leaders joining the company. And wow, what can I say? I mean, you look at the quality of leadership that are locking arms with the Jeunesse family. You look at the, you know, just the quality at that Discover Jeunesse event last week. You know, we've got hundreds of six-figure earners in this industry joining the Jeunesse family. Some of them leaving $500,000 income on the table to join Jeunesse because of their belief in the vision of this company, the heart of this company, and the growth curve and trajectory and where we're heading as a company. So absolutely an awesome time for the company. I'd like to go through some of the rank recognition and director advancements from last month of January. We'll save our diamonds for last, starting with the new Ruby directors: Dai Chen from the United States, Yingping Yu from Singapore, Li Hua Shan from Malaysia, Shuxiang Wen from Singapore. We have Kim Makisak from Canada, Bingying Li from Canada, Margaret Leck from Canada, Ricardo Jaramillo from Cali, Colombia. Congratulations to all of you. Robin from Indonesia. We have Jun Quinn Lu from Malaysia. Malaysia down the whole slide here. Feng Ping Zhao, Xuchan Ma, Lan Zhao, Lim Wei K. Congratulations to all the new Ruby directors from around the world, and especially Malaysia there. Teng Chu Chan from Malaysia. Zhu Chu Feng from Singapore. Danielle McDermott from the United States. Congratulations, Danielle. James Callahan. Congratulations, James, from the U.S. market. Lee Cheng from the U.S. market as well. Congratulations to all of our new Ruby directors, and I just encourage all of you to continue to reach for your dreams and goals, and I assure all of you Emerald is right around the corner, especially with the explosive growth happening in your teams. Our new Emerald directors: Pierre and Christine Gaudet from Canada. I believe they're still in Europe right now, but congratulations to Pierre and Christine, everything they're doing there in the Canada market. Yang Li in Malaysia. Congratulations, Yang. Dan and Becky Hurley from Canada. I think everybody knows the name Becky Hurley now after that video literally went viral around the world. Congratulations, Becky and Dan. LWL World Wonder Enterprise from the Malaysia market. Congratulations to you and that dynamic Malaysia market. Chong Chu Seng from Malaysia. Zhao Hui Hao from Malaysia. Jessica Garner from the United States. Congratulations to all of our new Emerald directors from around the world. Diamond is next. So our new Diamond directors from the month of January, we had quite a few. So I'd like to congratulate the new Diamonds, starting in Thailand, Somkiat Suwanadisai. So congratulations to you there in the Thai market. Lee Xuan Lee from Malaysia. Congratulations, Lee, on your success. Kathleen and Roy Radu from Canada. Congratulations, Kathleen and Roy. Keep doing what you guys do best. We've got Wang Jing from Malaysia, Ying Bo Chang from Malaysia, Mr. Cedric Harris, and Team Takeover here from the U.S. market. My gosh, this guy's setting records. Diamond in 60 days, I believe. So really excited to have Cedric with the family and everything he's doing to really drive some exciting growth in the U.S. market and really around the world. So congratulations, Cedric. We appreciate everything you and Team Takeover are doing for Jeunesse and to grow our presence here. Diamond Dynasty 300, congratulations to the team of Diamond Dynasty 300 here in the U.S. market. I believe they hit Diamond in 60 days too. So we had 2 diamonds really in record time. And with all of that growth, we have 2 new double diamond directors with the Jeunesse family from January. Congratulations from Malaysia, my good friend Billy Teo. Congratulations, our new double diamond director. Still remember, the first time I met Billy, and what an awesome leader. Just pours his heart into the team and his ACES team and system that they drive there in Malaysia. He's got teams all over the world. Congratulations, Billy. I know you've got big things in store here for the future. And also a new double diamond director, our good friend Lyndon Biernoff from Australia. Congratulations, Lyndon. He's got a huge team growing here in the U.S. market. He's got a team in the Russian market, and then that J-Fire movement that's happening in Australia. So congratulations to our new double diamonds, and congratulations to your teams as well, because we all know this is team business, and it's really about helping others achieve their goals. So I want to congratulate really all the new rank advancements from January. I just encourage all of you to continue to push yourselves every day, because that's what it takes to really make it happen in this business. And I can assure all of you, we're laying it all on the line here at corporate every day. We're making sure that we continue to pour our hearts into Jeunesse, just like all of you all around the world. I wanted to give a little bit of an update on Instantly Ageless. Anybody kind of taken the world and industry by storm. I look at the U.S. market, and I was talking to Darren about this earlier today, and amazing. Since we launched this product in Orlando back in November, so just over the past 60 days, the U.S. market in North America has grown over 300%. 300% growth in 60 days. That's because of all of you on the Hangout tonight. We know that for sure. I want to thank all the leaders really driving that crazy momentum. I want to just give you all an update and let you know that we've got some exciting things in store as our manufacturers continue to get new machines online, and we continue to ramp things up to prepare for an international rollout here at the end of the second quarter. But capacity is significantly increasing, and we are preparing to share Instantly Ageless with the world. So just want to thank everybody for 300% growth. That's off the charts. That is absolutely crazy. As all of you know, we're always running promotions, and there's so many promotions happening around the world. We have our trip incentives going on that we've now had to regionalize. So we've got, starting with, I wanted to give an update. You know, we've got the Riviera Maya trip for the Americas, or for North America. We've got the Punta Cana trip for the Latin American market, and then we have the Dubai trip for Asia Pacific and Europe markets. Wanted to give you all an update because we have, what would it be, till the end of February, so about 24 days left to really drive this promo. We had over 2,300 people cruising the Inside Passage to Alaska, whale watching, you know, living the Jeunesse lifestyle with us last summer. So I wanted to give you all an update so you can see the amount of winners we've got today, but more importantly, I want to encourage all of you to push to get all of your teams on these trips, because I assure all of you, when you go on these incentive trips with Jeunesse, it's a life-changing experience, and we really do these things first class. So it just continues to build the culture of Jeunesse. Starting our Riviera Maya trip, so far we have over 254 total winners. 34 of those have won the trip. 161 of those have won the trip with airfare, and then 59 of those have won the entire trip, the airfare, plus one additional person, so 4-2. So continue. We hope to see many of you in Riviera Maya at the Dreams Resort. It's going to be an awesome experience. I believe June 20th, July 20th. Also, the Punta Cana trip for Latin America. So far, we've got 52 winners. 22 have won the incentive trip. 21 have won the trip with the airfare, and 31 have won the trip for 2. Here's the big one, Dubai. This is crazy. Look at the Dubai trip. We've got 24 days left. We have 2,172 of our Jeunesse family traveling to Dubai in 3 waves coming up this summer, I believe in May, starting in May. 704 have won the trip. 1,214 have won the trip plus the airfare, and 243 have won the trip for 2. I think you could say that that Jeunesse runs some pretty aggressive promotions. I wanted to give a quick update. I know we've got a lot of you tuning in right here from the North American market, and I know all of you heard about Shoot for Sapphire maybe. Maybe you knew a little something about driving that promotion because you broke the bank, literally. These are the stats from Shoot for Sapphire for December and January in the Americas. So all of you know we've got the $3,000 bonus or the $6,000 bonus. Going Pearl with 6,000 PGV, 3,000. Going Sapphire with 15,000 PGV in 60 days, $6,000 bonus. We're not going to be able to fit these people on the stage, are we, in Vegas, are we, Darren?
I don't think so. Well,
we're going to have to build out 2 or 3 stages, right?
The what you said?
We're going to have to build out 2 or 3 stages lined up to fit.
We'll have to. One gigantic stage.
So 622 people, all of you will be receiving a $3,000 check in Vegas. Make sure you're there to be on stage for that moment. And 159 new Sapphires with a $6,000 bonus I don't even want to look at that number too closely because that is a $2.8 million payout in bonuses. If that's a record for Jeunesse, that may be an industry record. Those are crazy numbers. So I want to congratulate all of you for really driving that promotion well. And I now want to turn it over for some Americas updates to our President of the Americas, Darren Jensen.
All right. Well, thank you, Scott, for the invitation to be on the call tonight. You know, when Scott and I looked at those numbers today from the Shoot for Sapphire, and I think both of us fell out of our chairs. I mean, over $2.8 million. It's just, I would agree, it's some type of record. I know that it's a Jeunesse record, but it was just some crazy numbers. And I think that the numbers for the Shoot for Sapphire are really indicative of really what's happening within the Americas area. So what we're doing is we're going to launch a new Shoot for Sapphires program. So as you know, you've probably been reading on it, about it on your emails. That began on February 1st at 12:01 a.m. and it runs through the end of March 31st. So you know, get out there. Let's get this Shoot for Sapphire. Let's go over a couple of the rules. Now, with this Shoot for Sapphire, we have modified it. As you saw the numbers of hundreds and hundreds of pearls that had made it, really the pearl option, the way that we had set it up, is more for our developing markets. And I have to say that right now, the United States is #2 in the world. And so I wouldn't really classify us as a developing market right now. And then Canada. I think Canada, Scott, has moved into top 5. So congratulations, Canada. So some of the rules, we've taken out the pearl portion of the Shoot for Sapphire. So right now, we're targeting new sapphires. So as you can see here on the chart, if you get 11,250, if you're under the rank of Jade, you get $6,000. You achieve Sapphire and you're the rank of Jade and get 13,125 personal group volume, and you get an extra 6,000. Same thing for Pearls. Achieve the rank of Sapphire, accumulate 15,000 in personal group volume during the time of the promotion, and you also get $6,000. So a great new promotion. Take advantage of it. We'll be launching new promotions at our lead event coming up in Vegas that we'll talk about in a few minutes. But speaking of some events, let's go over some of the events that we have going on right now, specifically in North America. So what we have going on this Friday, we have a great meeting up in Toronto. It'll be both in English in the morning and then Chinese in the afternoon. And I'm going to be up there with some, really great leaders from around the world. We have Double Diamond Director Samson Lee. We have Double Diamond Director Jason Chiang and Diamond Director Kathleen Lee. And I'll join them there, and we're expecting a huge crowd. Toronto is just one of the best, I'd say one of the best cities that we have growing in all of the Americas for Jeunesse. So I wouldn't doubt it if between the two meetings we have potentially 1,000 people. So looking for some big things this weekend. We have a meeting coming up in Bellevue, Washington, Vancouver, BC on the 19th, and then the City of Industry in California. It's on Saturday, February 21st. That will be a special meeting. I was telling Scott the other day, I think that's actually turned into more of a tradition, in that we go out with many of our leaders and we celebrate Chinese New Year. And at that event, we're going to have our Chief Visionary Officer, Scott Lewis. We'll have Dr. Donna Antar from our Medical Advisory Board, Lucy West, our Director of Sales for North America. And from a leadership standpoint, we'll have Double Diamond Directors Ming Li, CeCe Weller, and Helen Zhang. We'll also have Diamond Directors George Antar, Jennifer Chen, and Julia Yang. And potentially we'll be adding more and more leadership as those meetings go on. So look for those upcoming meetings in the month of February. Now, a little bit earlier, Scott discussed a new type of meeting that we've formed in the United States. and we call it Discover. Let me give you a little bit of background. Over the last, I'd say 6 months, we have had a tremendous surge in the number of requests to come in and visit our home office and to meet with the executives and our founders. And we've really tried over the last several months to accommodate this increasing flow of leaders. And I mean, it's really difficult to turn down leaders that may be making 6 or 7 figures in the business to come in and visit. But about 3 weeks ago, after spending, I don't know, I think seemed like, Scott, about 2 straight weeks of straight presentations, we felt that we needed to change our strategy a little bit on visits to our corporate headquarters. So what we did, in conjunction with our new Chief Marketing Officer, Mark Patterson, we came up with a new classification of meeting, and we're calling it Discover Jeunesse. And this meeting is set up to where we have our founders, we have Scott, myself, we have Mark, we have Lucy West, and we have others that get up and present to the meeting. It goes on about 6 hours. We also have a nice lunch in between, and we really describe the history, the culture, and we go in depth about the compensation plan, the products, and we really, they really get to know who Jeunesse is, or they get to discover Jeunesse. And as Scott had mentioned, our first one was absolutely a success. I think we had 325 people, and it was targeted specifically at leaders that make 6-figure incomes in the industry. So imagine 325 leaders that make 6-figure incomes in that room. And the energy was just electric. Now, we've decided to hold these meetings every 2 weeks. So the next meeting is this Tuesday at the Sheraton Orlando North Hotel. If you go onto the events calendar, you can click on it and you can order a ticket. If you have someone nearby that would like to drive in, or if you even want to fly a prospect out to take a look at it, go in, purchase a ticket. It's $39.95. That basically covers the cost of our buffet lunch that we have as part of the meeting. And this Tuesday we have on lineup, as I mentioned, our founders will be there, Randy and Wendy. We'll have Scott, myself, Dr. Antar, Lucy, Mark. We'll all be presenting, and it's just a great event. Now, I think we're probably getting pretty close to being sold out. So the one that follows is February 24th, and once we cross February 10th, we'll put up our next one and let you know when that's going to be. But it'll be around the beginning of March. So I have to say, those are one of my new favorites for meetings, because it's just filled with so many great leaders from, I mean, we've had people from all around the world. Now, the big meeting that is coming up, the granddaddy for North America right now is LEAD. LEAD, you know, I think this year it's going to be our largest meeting that we've ever held in the Americas. You know, as Scott and I have sat there and talked about, you know, as we've talked to our leadership throughout the Americas and how many of their teams they believe will be there, I mean, we're coming up with figures probably around 4,000. So this is going to be one of the best meetings, most exciting. We'll have diamonds from all over the world. And if you're looking to learn how to become a leader, I think the best way is to come and listen to people that have been successful. And we will have all of our leaders that have been, well, we'll have all of our leaders from around the world there gathered, and we'll have some of our you know, some of our brightest shining stars that are there on stage telling you how they became successful and some of the strategies they use to do that. So it's a meeting that is a must. You can't miss it. Now, the ticket prices are $169 until the end of this month. Now, one part that I want to make very clear, the meeting is, I mean, LEAD is between March 20th through March 22nd. Now, that is during March Madness for college basketball. So we've already been told by by all of our travel agencies and our hotel and the various hotels there in Las Vegas that they are expecting the entire city to be sold out. So many people are coming to Vegas during that time. So it's imperative that you book your tickets now through Jeunesse. As you can see on the slide here, we've got a little button that says Get Tickets Now. That's on our front website when you come in. Click on Get Tickets Now and make sure you sign up for your hotel rooms, because we can only hold our block of rooms until right around the 20th of this month. After the 20th, it's going to be very difficult and very expensive to purchase, to find a room in Las Vegas. So sign up now, get your tickets, get your hotel rooms, and we will see you at LEAD in Las Vegas. I think that's going to be one of our most exciting meetings and one to remember. All right, let's talk about a couple of other meetings that we have coming up in the Americas. I believe the next one we have is Canada. All right, now as I mentioned a little bit before, Canada, now top 5 in the world. Congratulations, Canada. So as part of that, we are going to be introducing or launching officially our Canadian market. So that is May 1st through the 2nd at the Toronto Metro Convention Center. Expect to receive more information about that, some email blasts on hotels and how you can purchase your tickets to go there. But in conjunction, let's go back on Canada for a second. In conjunction with the launch for Canada, I'm very excited to release some information. We have been working hard. Our operations department, our regulatory and compliance departments have been working aggressively on getting all of our products approved for sale within Canada. And I'm pleased to say that as of today, we have all of our Luminesse products that have been approved. We have Reserve, which has been approved. We have VitaCell. Instantly Ageless has been approved. Woohoo! We have Finity, and we have Zen Shape and Zen Fit. So all of those products have been approved for sale in Canada. The step that we're on right now is we're modifying the packaging. In Canada, you have to have both English and French on the label. So we're getting that all set up, and we don't see a problem with having those products on the ground ready to go by our launch date. We still have a couple of products that are in registration. We have Zen Pro and AM and PM, but we hope to have some good news on those here in the near future. So Scott, that's just a little bit of some of the exciting things happening within the Americas and some of the great meetings. So, you mentioned maybe last month or maybe the month before that it was the month of the Americas. With the growth that we're seeing and our leadership here, I think it could become the year of the Americas. So we're excited about it. And congratulations to all of our field members. I mean, it's really because of you that we're able to achieve this great success. So thank you.
All right, thanks for hanging out with us, Darren. Exciting updates for sure. North America is absolutely on fire. I feel like, 5 years into this thing, I mean, a lot of legwork over the past 5 years, a lot of pioneers out there in the field, but it's kind of it's an interesting feeling when 5 years into a company's growth, coming off a $419 million year, you feel like you've just arrived. I think most companies, when they hit those kinds of numbers, they're starting to get pretty comfortable and pretty satisfied. I think we're pleased as a company, but certainly not satisfied. We're hungrier than ever, and some exciting things ahead for the North America market. Want to remind everybody, of course, LEAD, Darren mentioned LEAD. It is going to be just the next milestone for this company is how I look at it. Aside from double diamonds, diamonds, triple diamonds, flying in from all over the world, getting to hear from some of the best of Jeunesse, but not just in Jeunesse, I consider those diamonds the best in the industry. The quality of the leadership in this company, bar none, best in the industry, primed and positioned for explosive growth our 6-year business. We're also going to have Mark Kielberger visiting us from Free the Children and speaking on behalf of Free the Children and Jeunesse Kids. Of course, our founders will be there, entire executive team, and just encourage all of you to promote events. That's what it's all about. It's about getting your teams to plug into events, take part in the experience, build their belief see our vision, share in our vision, and really build their belief system to really take their business to new levels. Every time we hold lead, every time we hold an event, we hear success stories. We hear people, emailing and calling us about how that event propelled their business to the next level. Life-changing experiences. Make sure you don't miss Vegas. Seats are filling up very quickly. And, Darren and I were talking about it. I thought we were going to hit that first $10 million month in the U.S. coming out of lead. We had a $10 million month, and congratulations to the United States of America. First $10 million month here this past month of January. And would it be too crazy to think we could even double that coming out of Vegas? Because that's the trajectory we're on right now. So make sure you don't miss Vegas. All of you, of course, remember Expo this year being held in Singapore. That will be to celebrate our 6th anniversary, Expo 6. So Expo Unite in Singapore. I believe it is September 10th through 12th. Make sure you get there. So many things happening for the Jeunesse world. So many things. I think so many companies and leaders in the industry are taking notice, and it's an exciting time. There's not many, stories in the industry today where you can find the stability of a 5-year-old company that's developed a global platform with a diversified presence around the world that's truly a ground floor opportunity still. Yeah, we're doing huge things in Asia. Yeah, we're doing huge things in the U.S. But you know what? Based on our long-term vision, all of you on the Hangout tonight, you're pioneers for this company. 5 years in, and you are still the pioneers leading the charge, paving the way for millions of people that will follow you over the next 10 to 20 years. And that's real, and that's the focus. So I want all of you to know how much we appreciate everything you're doing to pave the way, to lead the charge. I can't tell you how many conversations and how humbling it is for me to see people achieve their goals, to see people really fulfill their lifelong dreams through Jeunesse. So many people never even been involved in the industry, but to build that belief system, to see people grow in Jeunesse, it's just truly an honor, and it's really humbling for me to see the evolution of Jeunesse over the past 5 years. So I think it's fair to say January 2015, or now coming into February, the Jeunesse has officially arrived. Everyone in the industry is watching this company, and that's because of all of you on the Hangout today. It's because of all of you sharing the opportunity, sharing the Youth Enhancement System products, and sharing what Jeunesse is all about, the heart of Jeunesse, the culture of Generation Young. So I just want to again thank you guys, because the fun's really about to begin. Just know that we're doing everything in our power. We're continuing to ramp up the team. We've added, I believe, 14 people to the customer service team, 7 or 8 people to the help desk, and we're continuing to grow with all of you, and we're committed to support you every step of the way. So again, I want to thank all of you for hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget, every Saturday we've got Kasaya hanging out with us on the J-World Hangout. And make sure you plug into those Hangouts and learn more about the J-World platform and how you can build your business through the technology and some of the most cutting-edge marketing technology in the industry today. So want to just again tell all of you that we're committed to your success, and buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be an exciting, amazing ride of 2015. So from Orlando, I'll turn it back to you, Kasaya, and it's great to hang out with everybody. We love you guys.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Scott. Thank you guys so much for watching. What an exciting edition of ExecConnect. If you're new to our Jeunesse family, we want to welcome you. You have definitely landed in the right place. Like Scott said, please download our J Mobile application. It is available for Android in the Google Play Store and also for Apple devices in the Apple App Store. You can run your business from the palm of your hands. Lots of incredible tools inside of Jeunesse. So I invite you to tune in to my Hangout. It is right here on this channel, hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. I want to give a special thanks to our guests who are on the call tonight. thank you to our new Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Mark Patterson. I know you guys are going to love him. He is going to bring a lot of excitement to this company, lots of new changes. You'll definitely want to attend LEAD to find out what's going on. Of course, our President of the Americas, Mr. Darren Jensen, thank you for incredible updates tonight. And always, our Chief Visionary Officer, Scott Lewis, bringing you the updates on a global platform inside of Jeunesse. I want to thank you for tuning in to this February edition, and we will see you on next month's or at an event near you. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.